The sweetest sticky. What's up, people? This is Robert Brooks Authement, administrator of Cyberpunk Hacking Security and Intelligence, and I also do the one of the F Society pages on Facebook. I'm just doing a little video post to let you know that intelligence fieldwork is not always what it cracks up to be. It's not some super adventure in high places. A lot of times you're dealing with criminal elements in society. And what I wanted to do right now was talk about some of those criminal elements in the form of gangs that are commonly represented here in America, or at least gangs that I've had some contact with. So in my area, northern Colorado, some of the gang presence that you'll notice are the Norteños and the Sureños, or the Northsiders and the Southsiders. And what's going on there is, to the best of my analysis, an ancient feud that's going on between two tribes of native Southern Americans or Central Americans or Mexicans. When the Aztecs would leave the city to raid the villages for thousands of blood sacrifice, the villages had to become tough to stand up to that. And to this day, it's sort of played out. Sureños a lot of times are connected to cartels. Norteños stay at the edges of the cities and are more rural people, whereas the Sureños are city people. This is what I think happened and how it all got started there. Sureños rock 13, Norteños rock 14. We also got the classic tales of the Bloods and the Crips. The Bloods and the Crips are red and blue, and it goes back to black neighborhoods. There's a lot of activity in the West Coast, but ultimately it all goes up to some kind of intelligence operation. The flow of drugs, the control of people and economies and minds. These things are the weapons which operatives use to either bolster or destabilize populations. It's one of the shadier aspects of statecraft. The Bloods and the Crips used to be one, and apparently some kind of feud happened when the Crips hosted a function to eliminate some of these people who had infiltrated their organization. The Crip term is an acronym that stands for Community Rehabilitation in Progress. And Bloods also frequently wear Bulls jersey because it has the red bull on it for Chicago Bulls. And that's an acronym. Bloods usually live longer. Let's see. Out of the Bloods came a group called the Latin Kings. Right? Out of the Crips came a group called GD. Let's see if I can get it right. There, it's supposed to be a 6-pointed star. GD is commonly understood to mean growth and gangsters' disciples, but it really means growth and development. Just like Crip says community rehabilitation in progress, it ain't really about running all these crimes. It's about keeping your neighborhood clean and keeping the people safe. It just got conflated with a lot of crime over time. And then people who used to rep these sets or used to be respectable gang members became petty criminals, drug dealers, pimps, murderers, burglars, urban terrorists, guerrilla warfare. Okay, that's what we got going on out here. When I was incarcerated in Illinois, I got jumped into GD, and I was trying to find out what it was about. And I said, okay, well, what are we running? What are we doing? What are we selling? Where are we making our money? What do we got going? And he said, hey man, just try to live your life and settle down and live a job, get a job, live your life, do the best thing for you and your family. And I realized that that was the original intention. A lot of these OGs are good guys, right? So across the world, there's many other criminal elements that don't get as much press here in the urban scene in America. But there's of course Irish mafia, respect. There's Italian mafia, respect. There's really big teams and cliques running things all over the world. It's a church. It's a political platform. It's a non-denominational something that people use to. It's a seminar. It's self-help. It's a psychobabble. But what we've got going on out here in the world right now is simply what you think and what we think. And so if you have a great idea and we have great ideas, then we can win together. Because right now, the person with the best idea wins. I have an idea. Why don't you join my clique? We rep purple. See? The red plus the blue. This is Loyalty Crew. Lord's Chosen. Logistics and cash flow. If you want to be a part of something that's bigger than anything that's happened in history because of progressive thought, because of flexibility, and because of adaptability, because of our willingness to engage the learning curve and go into the future together, take a picture of yourself flashing the LC. Welcome to the team.